can't be free. Everybody wanna judge, say I'm a thug, I'm a player, I'm a simple, why I can't be me? When I walk up in the store, all the Karens get to staring at me. Put my heart in my music, it's still on my sleeve. Everybody been portrayed.
So fam, what's the word? It's your boy Spiritual Trey, and it is now episode 25 of the Soulful Thoughts blog. Damn, that feel good to say. We 25 videos in, family. That shit feels surreal. But anyway, today we gonna be speaking on spiritual evolution. What is human purpose? Now, we all know that we all have our own individual purposes, right? That we create throughout our lifetime. But there has to be some type of spiritual reason and purpose for the human existence, right? But before we get to that point, let's talk about life on this planet in a broader spiritual perspective. What is the broadest mind on planet Earth? What species has the broadest mind? Obviously the humans, right? The reason we say that is if you look at how animals act, animals pretty much are our closest competition. If you look at the way animals operate, they follow their instincts, right? All animals, either they follow their pack or they follow their instincts. Their instincts is what rule 99% of their actions. It's very rare that you see an animal operating outside of their natural instincts or outside of their pack, right? So, and of course, plants, I would hope y'all know we more advanced than plants, Plants don't do nothing but just stand in one spot, and just adapt to their environment. You feel me? That's really all plants do. They just adapt to their environment and do their little photosynthesis thing. So humans, we actually observe life from a broader perspective. We can observe our instincts, ignore our instincts, observe our emotions, ignore our emotions, and we just observe life at the most broadest perspective of any species on the planet, right? So the human mind is the greatest, largest mind on the planet to have. So if we know that spirits, us as spirits, can take up all forms, we give life to what life is. We are life. It's safe to say, as a spirit in a human body, you have been through many existences in lesser forms. In order to get to the human mind, you had to master having the mind of a bacteria, the mind of a plant, the mind of an animal. You had to go through these different stages to even get to the point to where you can be in a body that ignores its own instincts. It has to be certain missions you fulfilled in other lifetimes to get to this point. Now, makes sense, right? Makes sense, don't it? Because we know all spirits, like I say, we know all spirits give life to everything. So now I'm just making sense of why a spirit would be in an animal body versus a human body. It's not like spirits are just, picking like, ooh, I want to be a lion this time. Or, ooh, I want to be a human this time. Nah. I mean, it would be a whole lot more humans on the earth than it already is if that was the case. Because who the fuck would pick being a plant over being, something that can actually observe something from a greater perspective. But anyway, nah, that's not the way shit go. As a spirit, when you become self-aware, just think of a baby when they become self-aware, right? First, that baby has to master using its own instincts, right? The baby has instincts to eat, to drink. It has to master the instincts of even going to get itself something to eat and drink. We have to master survival tactics, right? This goes back to my last video. Then we master relating to our environment, right? This would be kind of like the animalistic portion of existence too. We master and reacting to our environment, using our instincts to react to the environment, right? Then later, as the human experience goes on, we start studying our own thoughts and feelings, right? And start studying what triggers us. Trying to not let the same shit that's been triggering us our whole life continue to trigger us. At that point, we doing what? Mastering emotional intelligence, right? So boom, that's the levels of life. Not just in the human body, but as a spirit in general, totally. I mean, as a spirit in general. When you come into this damn realm as a spirit, you have to master building instincts within this realm. You have to master using those instincts amongst different types of environments. And then once you do that, you have to master not letting the environment control your reactions to it, or control, the way you feel within it. All of those are different, are the different levels of existence before you can even get to learning how to master emotional intelligence. So boom, that's the spiritual evolution. We all go through lives of being bacteria, plants, and animals before we work up a large enough mind that has the capacity to even be in a human body. So boom, now we in a human body. What is the human purpose? I kind of been hinting towards it the whole video. Mastering emotional intelligence and creating your own vibe, because that's the way to master emotional intelligence, by creating your own unbreakable vibe. And the only way to create your own unbreakable vibe is to, one, find your individuality, right? You have to find out who you are as a person. So yeah, we know you find your individuality through experience. Then you have to find your way of relating to people. Find your way of your own personal way of reacting to different environments, and find your individuality in that way, right? Then once you become comfortable with being your individual self in a room full of other individuals, at that point you have won. At that point you won. Once you're comfortable in your own skin, right? Because even through the downs, even through the turbulent situations in life, you're going to have that confidence in yourself to overcome it. Or you're going to also know when you might need some help. You're going to know when you can't overcome some shit by yourself, and be fine with that. And be fine with wanting help. Be fine with needing help and going to get it. You feel me? You knowing who to connect with and shit like that. So the whole purpose of being a human, the way we can exceed this once we die, because there are greater levels of life than the human body. We living on one right now. It's called a planetary body. So in order for us to, expand, I would say, in order for us to expand our spiritual space, our mental capacity to the point to where we can live a greater life after this, is we have to develop our own form of individuality, our own individual vibe that can't be affected by the environment. Now, this video not going to be too long. Pretty sure y'all get the gist of it. It's your boy Spiritual Trey signing out. Remember, you are not your mind. You the spirit that created your mind. So create your mind. Create your own individuality that can stand out in a room full of others' individuality. You feel me? Find that vibe that no one else can find unless they with you. Then at that point, you unbreakable. You feel me? It's Spiritual Trey signing out. Love you, family.
I preaching, feel no evil, see no evil but peep it. I don't aim for the stars, I want leeches. And the snake spawn, I'ma kill the whole species. Rest in peace to all the peaceful preaching. The youngest wildin', but they say they evil, that's kinda reaching. Who really controlling the way you thinking? Find the truth, what the fuck?